time to bring back RTruth so I don't get fired. So RTruth made his return to the WWE last night at Money in the Bank. This was shocking. I was extremely surprised. He interrupted the tag team match with Logan Paul and John Cena versus Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso. He ran into the ring with a hoodie on, and I ain't gonna lie, like as soon as I seen it was a black dude, I said that's gotta be RTruth, man. So he attacks John Cena, takes the title, smacks him across the face with it to help Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes win their match. He took his hoodie off, revealed himself, and pretty much ran out the ring. Now, listen, to all of the bots out there saying, oh, Triple H cooked, Papa H is back, 4 letters, 1 word, yeet. Nah, the 4 letters is nope, that's not what happened, y'all. It was not a work. This wasn't a part of the storyline. See, let me tell you something. You got a lot of wrestling fans out there that still watch the WWE, right? And when Triple H was still a wrestler, a lot of these people were fans of Triple H. When I was a kid, I was a huge fan of Triple H. As a matter of fact, I remember being in 2nd grade doing the pedigree on one of my classmates, and I actually injured him, right? I was a huge Triple H fan. I used to take the water and spit the water out my mouth like Triple H, right? Like, who didn't like Triple H growing up? Like, really, let's be honest, right? Can't you play the game? Like, everything about him was dope. His theme song, it's like how he was always serious. The pedigree, one of the best finishing moves in wrestling history, right? Nobody's here to criticize Triple H as a wrestler. I'm criticizing Triple H as a creative and as a booker and as the chief content creator or whatever of the WWE. That's what I'm criticizing Triple H of. And this was not a work. This was not a part of the storyline. The reason why they brought back RTruth is because everybody on social media was attacking Triple H. And they were attacking the WWE. This was like the #1 trending topic in the world. When it happened, the internet exploded. And it wasn't just WWE fans. It also was current WWE wrestlers on the roster that were mentored and had some type of friendship or relationship with RTruth that was pissed off at the fact that he got released as well. Now, just to confirm that Triple H did not make this a part of the storyline, RTruth actually went on Twitter last night and he replied to a fan that said this was one of the greatest moments in history. We all got worked. RTruth is back in WWE. RTruth replied at 2:32 a.m. and said no work, confirming that he actually was released. It was not a part of the storyline, y'all. Now, we do have some details on RTruth's return. Shout out to WrestleOps. This is reported from PW Insider. This says RTruth is back with WWE and will be going under the Ron Killings name going forward. So he's no longer going as RTruth. He is going as Ron Killings, his real name, at least initially. This decision to bring him back happened over the past 72 hours, which means that Triple H, the WWE, TKO, The Rock, everybody that's running the WWE, they saw everybody going crazy on them on social media. And this shows that us fans, we have power, right? We have leverage. If we don't like what we're seeing on a week-to-week basis, or if we don't like what we're seeing on these PLEs, or if they let go of a wrestler that we like and we complain and make it clear that we don't like it, then, you know, they can listen to us, right? This is what we have to do from now on to make sure that we get a good product, because you got people out there spending, you know, thousands of dollars every year to go to these PLEs. You got people out here that's giving their time to watch Monday Night Raw on Netflix, SmackDown on USA. And, you know, if we're getting a shit product, we need to complain from now on. We need to not just complain. We need to complain to the point where our complaints are trending on social media, so the WWE and Triple H sees what we say and they fix this. You know what I'm saying? It shows that we have power, man. You know, so shout out to everybody that was complaining about RTruth getting released like myself. Shout out to everybody that was on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok complaining about this, because it worked. RTruth is back. He has a new contract with the WWE. And just to confirm that he is, let me say this as well, right? to the people that thinks this was a part of the storyline, if this was a part of the storyline, why did the WWE take down RTruths merch off the WWE website? And guess what? His merch is back on the WWE website following his return last night, and his new merch says Ron Killings. It's not RTruth merch, it's Ron Killings merch, because he is re-signed to the company under his real name, Ron Killings, which means that we're most likely going to see a RTruth heel, right? Possibly he's going to turn heel and go back to his Ron Killings character, or maybe he just felt like returning under his real name, or maybe he has some type of Legends contract where he has to use his real name. Who knows, right? But shout out to RTruth. This was awesome, and I hope going forward that RTruth gets booked better, right? Like, you've seen a lot of people were trying to justify RTruth being released because of his age. I've seen a couple of there's this one goofy ass YouTuber who's not even American, has this strong accent from some other country, right? He comes to America, pretends that he understands American culture when he's not from America. He clearly didn't grow up in America, and he has all of these criticisms about American culture when it's obvious that this dickhead has no clue what the fuck he's talking about, right? So a lot of people like that cocksucker were complaining about RTruth being 53, and that's why the WWE didn't bring him back, because he's too old. That's bullshit, bruh. You look at a guy like The Undertaker, right? Let's look at how old The Undertaker is, right? Let me just look it up real quick. The Undertaker. So The Undertaker is 60 years old, right? The Undertaker, when did he retire? He's 60 years old, because we know The Undertaker was still wrestling in his 50s. Ric Flair was wrestling in his 50s, right? It's not a new thing. Sting, you got a guy like Sting. It's not like an unknown thing to see a wrestler retiring into their 50s. So he retired at 2020, it's 2025. So The Undertaker retired at 55, right? Now, I think everybody can agree that RTruth is in better shape than The Undertaker was in his 50s, right? No disrespect to The Undertaker. Obviously, The Undertaker's a legend. I'm not saying that RTruth is even as close as good of a wrestler as The Undertaker. But what I'm saying is, you look at RTruth, this dude is in shape, bro. For his age, he still has the body type of a 30-year-old. Let's be honest, right? Now he does look older, right? He does look like he is in his 50s, but I'm talking strictly about his physique, right? RTruth can easily wrestle another, 5 to 10 years, right? So, when you have a guy like RTruth that brings so much value to the company, like entertainment, humor, he's funny. On top of that, he's kind of a mentor for the younger wrestlers, right? He has good friendships with everybody, that's a part of the roster. You got to keep guys like that, right? Because he's bringing value. You have so many stars on the roster that they can't talk on the mic, like Jey Uso, right? We see Jey Uso freeze up on the mic. Braun Breaker never talks on the mic, but when he does, right, he doesn't even know what to say. He's not entertaining, right? So RTruth is a guy that can help those guys with that. RTruth can help guys like Jey Uso and Braun Breaker develop their on mic skills and help their character and help them add in some humor so they can connect more with the fans, right? When Braun Breaker comes out, he comes out, woo woo, you got some dogs out there? Woo woo. He does the same thing every time. Comes out, starts barking, the fans start barking because the fans are bots. They just go with the whatever, you know what I'm saying? They just go with the flow. He spears somebody, right? And then walks out the ring, right? So RTruth can help people with stuff like that. You understand what I'm saying? So shout out to Triple H for, doing the right thing. And at this point we can clearly see that Triple H is pretty much trying to save his job, right? It's clear as day, right? Because we heard rumors of The Rock and Triple H butting heads, and TKO not being pleased with Triple H's booking. Jonathan Coachman, who used to work for the WWE, put out that rumor that Triple H is going to be fired in 18 months when his contract is up with the WWE. So Triple H, if he sees the fans complaining about shit, like, he's going to have to fix it at this point. Like, don't be surprised if Carmelo Hayes ends up winning a championship relatively soon. I think he's going to end up taking that belt from Dominic Mysterio because the fans all over social media have been complaining about Carmelo Hayes not winning enough matches, not being in the Money in the Bank. And you better believe that Triple H, TKO, and the WWE has been seeing that. So let me know what you guys think, man. It's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV. Follow your boy. Share the video. Like the video. Subscribe. I'm out.